Alrighty, so today I decided that I'd record this. I'm going to be doing an oil change on here on this '06 Duramax. So I'm going to start this old girl up and then go from there. So let's get going. Alrighty here, put my key in. Nice and easy. Now generally, I use not seafoam, but that's what I picked up today because I want to run a little in the crankcase to give this a chance to free up any junk because, you know, in the winter time, that's when it's most abused. I've got about 7,000 miles on this oil change. Normally I go 10,000 because I've done oil analysis and that's like more than fine. But every winter I try to do a little less. And it's about time I do a little cleaning inside and go from there. So let's start with that. Ice is falling. Ounces wise, it's not too bad. I mean, there's 10 quarts in here and they tell you an ounce per quart. We let that run for about 10 minutes, so we'll be back in a moment. I guess while those are going, I'll show you what I've got. I've always done Amsoil. I really like Amsoil, and I believe in a lot of that just because I've seen it now. Granted, if you get real technical and everything, people show that there are stuff better than Amsoil, but honestly, I've been using it for so long, I've had really a great experience. So that's the oil I'm using, and here's the filter. PPE, got this from Dave's Auto, out in Utah. I didn't actually drive down there, but you know. So this is the filter I'm using. I figured get a nice big filter to really help my case for keeping things going strong. So there we go. We'll get started next here on the oil change. All right, so got a few more minutes left here, and then I'm gonna drain the oil. So let's get going. Just gonna give it another minute or two here. This should be good. Now what I'll be doing, once I get things situated here, is going under there. And then once I drain it, I'm gonna also pour a little over a quart in here and let it like fill the pan and like drain out right away, because you know these oil pans on these older Chevys have a flange on the inside of the oil pan, and they keep a little over a quart of oil in there. And well, if I can kind of get some of that out, that'd be great. So all right, we'll go from there. So while I'm thinking of it, one thing I did this truck, and I will always do to every vehicle I've owned, is I got one of these, granted it's wrapped in stuff right now, but I get one of these easy drain plug, so it's all toolless. And let me tell you, best money I ever spent. What it is, and I'll show you underneath, is there's a screw-on cap with a seal. Then there's a ball check valve that's pushed in by this. And so it's double sealed. I've never had it leak. It's always dry. Drains a little slower, but it still gets everything out, and you know, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll show you more. Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to really show you much because I didn't put this on ramps, but you can see right there what it is. Let's see if I can zoom it a little bit more here. That's what it is right there, that cap. And then the new oil filter will be going up there, so. All right, well, as much as I'd want to film this, next time I'll have to do ramps. So, for the time being, you'll have to bear with me here, but I'll show everything else afterwards. Okay, well, I'll show you the big filter under there. It's quite massive, but I'm gonna just do my first little round of pouring down. Okay, why weren't you there? All right, that's better. So I'm gonna do my first little round of just pouring what I have left of this 540. It's gonna be a little waste, yeah, but because I put that seafoam in there, I want to push out the rest of the stuff in the bottom of the oil pan, and because it holds so much, I'd rather just get this in there and get it pushed out. So there we go. It's just a trickle and a drip down there, so let's just take another peek. Yep, and I see it's pushing a bit more out, so we'll let that go and go from there. So, all right. Alrighty here, got everything tightened down below. I'm really messy, but getting things done. This funnel worked the best for what I had, so I'll start with the 2.5 gallon. And go from there. I think I can actually take my gloves off now. I'm not with gloves just to make cleanup easier, although it's not real messy. It's just everything else is the mess. Oh, there goes my drain. Heard that in the background. Oh, don't do that. Oh my. I'm gonna spill apparently. It's a good thing winter is pretty much over, because 1540 in the cold is motor honey. Just not delicious, you know. This oil has been sitting in the truck, and it got to negative, or not negative, minus, not even minus, that's the same thing. Got to about 6 degrees Fahrenheit last night, and then it rose up a little past midnight, so. And then from the rest of this time, it's just 40s and 60s. It's about that time. Come on. Get every little drop right. Now, this oil filter I put on literally holds almost an extra quart, if not a quart and a half, from my understanding. So I'm actually going to do more than the 2.5 than I normally do, because all my vehicle takes is a 2.5, and that's it, 2.5 gallons. So even if I'm a little overfull, this truck has always been just fine with a little more, because there's more room, but a little over a quart extra, but I'm okay with that because of the big filter and whatnot. So we'll check that here. Get it all started up here in a moment after I throw some junk away. All right, we'll get this started up here. got oil changed, and I'm about to shut this down to check the oil level, go wash up and take it for a drive and go from there. But now I was going to check oil level, so we'll just get this set up here and then we'll go from there. So, and nice thing is it's easy, it's here. Let's see, I may need to add more, it looks like. Get it back in there. Very curious to see how much oil the extra filter holds, because I added an extra quart, but that may not have been enough. Oh, it looks like I've got it directly on full. So I guess we're good. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. I look at the back and the front, and it's just past the full mark, which is where it sits on this truck. So awesome. We're looking good. So now it's time for a little drive. And before I forget to show you that filter, I'm blind showing you here because I can't see, because I don't want to look underneath, but if you can see that big honking filter up there, that's the guy. That's what I have underneath now. Got that from, like I said, Dave's Automotive in Utah. So I like their products or the products they work with. And the fact that I can hold a bit more oil in my truck, give a bigger surface area for cooling, because, you know, the filter helps very little. That's awesome. So we'll see how it goes this summer. So, all right, well, today's a new day, and what's on the agenda is I've got to do some sap collection from our trees and get that all set up for my uncle. He's actually melting down, or I guess you can say burning down, or whatever. He's doing a bit of that today, and so what the plan is here is I'm going to go grab some of his buckets to get the sap on the trees there. We've got more than those two, but it's not many or much, but it's something. So we're going to start with that here today and then go from there. So it's what's on the agenda now that the oil change is done. I didn't have to do that today, although it would have been nicer today, but that's all right. You know, where's the challenge, I guess, in that? Everyone loves challenges, right? Well, some people do, but let's get going. One thing I hope to do this summer is clean up the rust on my truck, but it's not like the worst I've ever seen, but you know, Minnesota will do that, so. Get the key in here and get things going. Kind of curious now that I have a bigger filter what the oil pressure and everything's gonna look like, and right as rain, really easy up in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, as you saw earlier in the video, I changed filters to a bigger one so I could hold more oil and filter better, because that one goes to 5 microns versus 20. All right. Okay, I'm in the truck now, and we're about to head on the journey. It's literally not far. So, my uncle has his house next to us. He's building. So. It is super fun, I tell you. So we're driving over to his place to get some pails he has left outside, and then put the syrup or the sap next to those. But as we drive by, you can see all the trees we got tapped, or he's got tapped. Oh, bags are pretty full. This one's pretty full. That's looking good. That's looking good. But he's definitely gonna have some syrup he's gonna want to get today. Which, seen this much already this morning because we emptied them late last night. Means that he's going to have quite a bit today, so might need to grab 2 pails. But anyway, well, I hope you enjoy the quality content, because it's totally quality. It's like I've been doing this for a whole 2 minutes. But I figured I better just start doing something, because I want to do this and just have fun with it. So we will enjoy it. from there. So, all right. His buckets are going to be there, so we'll back up and make sure I can do everything in two wheel, which it looks like I can. That should be good. I just need to be close. All right. Oh, we get buckets? He must have took his full one yesterday because he had one that was full. Just take 2 buckets and go from there. So, all right, I would close it up, and I'm going to use them. So, I'll ravine back in a bit. All right, here. So we'll start with some buckets and go from there. On to the next one. The next couple trees. Looks like he's going to have quite a bit of sap this time, which is good because he wants, I think he wanted 70 gallons or more. Just like that, 5 gallons. On to the next ones. Quarter of a 5-gallon pail. Like that, 2.5 gallons so far. On to the next ones. Last 2. This one will probably fill up this another 5 gallons. just like that. 10 gallons. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna head back. I'm gonna drop this off at my uncle's house and let him know that he's got some syrup and see what he wants to do, because he's burning or cooking it today. All right. Now I just gotta let him know. Try to keep some ice and stuff around it, or snow, so it would stay cool, or at least because it's gonna be outside for now. So, all right, well, we'll give him a call. All right, well, I think that's it for now, guys. I just was gonna add a little something to that video, because why not? So, it's just a bit of what's going on in my life, so nothing crazy, but I figured some people might enjoy a little extra, so if not, no worries. So, all right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.